What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So even though the Los Angeles Lakers won on Christmas Day, the team still, on the whole, is not expected to do all that well. I mean, they'll probably finish a little bit with a little bit worse record than they had last year. Last year they were 47-35. I would surmise they're probably going to finish something like 44-38 or 43-39 if I had to take a guess, right? And last year, winning almost 50 games wasn't good enough because the narrative was that Darvin Ham should have won 50-something games with this team, and that team should have contended for a title, supposedly, right? I mean, those were the expectations for Darvin Ham. So, of course, LeBron Ramon James, being disloyal, turned on his Clutch Sports affiliated head coach, started a podcast, Mind the Game with JJ Redneck, which was basically a job interview without being a job interview for Lakers head coaching position. Showed JJ Redneck's so-called Einsteinish brain, that Newton noggin of his, maneuvered so that he would get the head coaching job after Darvin Ham was unceremoniously fired. And the team is basically doing about as good as it did last year, right? But it's still not performing at a level that is better than what it did last year. So instead of JJ Redneck, who's LeBron's guy, instead of him getting blamed, and you can't blame D'Lo because he's been playing well as of late, at least last time I checked. So now the scapegoat is Rob Pelinka. Okay? So fadeawayworld.net, Pelinka has come under fire from Laker fans for not being active in trying to improve the team. He was passive in free agency this summer, making just a single free agent signing, making the Lakers one of the most inactive teams during the summer. And it's not like the Lakers roster was beyond improving, as the previous season had shown just how top-heavy they were with LeBron and AD. In fact, since 2021, Pelinka has made just 3 major trades, which included both the arrivals and departures of Russell Westbrook, landing Rui Hachimura, D'Lo, Malik Beasley, and Jared Vanderbilt. The latter of those arrivals occurred in February of 2023. Lakers are fast approaching the 2025 NBA trade deadline, which means Pelinka has done precisely nothing in the time since then to improve the roster, despite being shown time and again that the Lakers desperately need reinforcements. If he stays inactive during this trade window, the Lakers will suffer greatly as their roster, as presented, constructed, is just not good enough to compete. This is my problem with these motherfuckers, man. How many times have the Lakers in the Rob Pelinka era bent over backwards and, in essence, destroyed their roster of youth and pieces for future trades and future building to acquiesce to LeBron? They've done it multiple times. Matter of fact, Rob Pelinka pulled a move to get AD. Right? He pulled a trade to get AD. Rob Pelinka built the bubble title, which, by the way, with LeBron's input, aka the GM, they blew that team up based on the pressure and wants of LeBluet. Then, based upon the pressure of LeBluet and AD, they got Russell Westbrook, which we all knew wasn't going to work, but that was just nothing but a covert plan for LeBron to be able to pad his numbers, knowing the team was going to lose, so that the team would have a scapegoat. Well, the Lakers would have a scapegoat for the media or the media to blame with Russell Westbrook. They traded Russell Westbrook, got the players he just mentioned, and that very same year, with the new roster, went all the way to the Western Conference Finals under Darvin Ham, who's since been fired. So, considering the fact that nobody wants to play with LeBron James, nobody wants to play in LA, which is ridiculous, being that it's probably the most sought after, usually, free agency market in the free agency landing spot in the NBA. But nobody wants to play with this clown. Nobody wants to play with LeBron. This ain't like Milwaukee. This ain't Charlotte. We talking about LA. It's not Rob Pelinka's fault. Nobody wants to fucking sign with the LA Lakers. Nobody wants to play here. And then if Rob Pelinka does sign somebody, because LeBron's power is most likely going to be somebody affiliated with Clutch, probably like a Zach LaVine, who's not going to move the needles, not going to do anything but shoot the basketball, not going to bring anything on the defensive side of the ball. If I'm Rob Pelinka, man, I might as well just quit. Do you make all these moves for what? Who are you going to get? Who are you going to get? Ain't nobody coming to save LeBron, and so he can ride their coattails for a time. You already got AD, man. You got AD. You got Rui. You got D'Lo. You got Austin Reeves. You got a potential Rookie of the Year candidate and Connect. Alton Connect, man. I'm trying to figure out, why did this team need all these fucking pieces? Why do you need, what are they missing? In all honesty, right? Those Thunder teams with Russell Westbrook and KD, I'm talking about after James Harden left, right? 2013, 14, 15, or 14, 15, 16, whatever it was. Those Thunder teams that was winning 50-some games and going deep into playoffs a lot of times, right? Talent-wise, were they much better than the Lakers? Think about it. Were they really that much better? It's not the talent, man. It's the dude that they keep acquiescing to, man. He's the problem. He's the problem. So now all of a sudden, magically, it's not the head coach now. It was the last couple of years, but now all of a sudden it's Rob Pelinka. You wonder why I don't care if the Lakers did win last night. I don't care if LeBron had 30-some points. I don't give a shit. Okay, I'm not celebrating nothing that guy does. I don't think he's doing it in the right, natural way anyway. If people had their suspicions about Barry Bonds, I can have my suspicions about him. So, just can't wait for this dude to retire. And, it is what it is, man. Tell me what you guys think.